I remember that.
So first thing we got here, it's Paper Mario, the Origami King. Now Paper Mario, I mean, I don't have like such a long history with it. Like I only like there's like Paper Mario 1, Thousand Year Door, which is like my starting point and pretty much the end point. Sticker Star. Well, even before that and after Thousand Year Door, there was Super Paper Mario. That one looked really cool. Sticker Star. Dumpster Fire. What was it? Color Splash was the latest one from the Wii U, and looked interesting enough. Not enough for me to buy a Wii U for it, but now we're here on the Switch era, and now we got a new. This came out of nowhere trailer for Paper Mario, the Origami King. There's obviously things that I'm hoping and expecting to happen, but I'm just gonna keep an open mind and just watch this in 3, 2, 1. If I can actually get that thing going right here. Okay, now we're gonna watch in 3, 2, 1 and play. I was worried that I left it on for too long that the soundbar just turned off. I get it. The two big doors. Why I gotta do that? How good to see you. Will you crease yourself and be reborn like me? That's the wrong answer. Right answer. Matters not. Oh, it doesn't matter. Your replies are all paper thin. I don't appreciate these paper puns. Like, we all know that's not Peter and Princess Peach, right? Like, this is an origami plot. Unfolds. Stop. But hey, I like the like visual, like the animation for that. So it looks like, okay, yeah. So it still keeps like the color splash like aesthetic, having like a really like paper outline for the characters in a little bit more of a hyper realistic, well, I quote unquote tone to it. A little bit more open world. May have been always been like that. Oh, there's the battle system right there. That's what we really want to pay attention to. But it looks like Bowser's gonna come along reluctantly, but he will. But yeah, it's coming out in July. That's really, really close. That's crazy. Like, oh, nice. Huh. Something you don't see every day. He certainly looks intimidating. Is he battling something? Okay. So, quick thoughts on that. I liked it. It's not quite the same. Unfortunately, I'm gonna compare it to Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. That's gonna just happen. It does look a lot better with its new like art design. It's, how do I even like describe it? Like, if I were, maybe I would have a better idea of like describing it if I were to play like Color Splash beforehand, but it has that type of aesthetic to it where I think, yeah, it is more 3D. And then of course Paper Mario remains like a 2D character along with his companions. There's a lot of things that happen in the trailer, but the biggest important aspects of it that you want to note here is the story. I don't know what went on with Color Splash. It was not emphasized at all in the trailers, but in this trailer they put a lot of emphasis on what's going on. All of a sudden you see quote unquote Princess Peach, and she gives you like this very like obvious like yes or no. One is going to lead to like a fatality, and the other one's going to be like, okay, let's progress the plot a little bit further. And aside from that, it seems that there is this plot that goes on in which like these origami creatures were going to just rule over the Mushroom Kingdom, and then you, Bowser, and some of your old companions are going to just be doing your own thing, trying to restore everything back to normal. And of course that ensues going to different worlds and then applying maybe some new powers here and there to help rebalance everything. There are RPG aspects to Paper Mario, and I think that was probably one of the coolest things about it. a platforming, like, well, a primarily platformer type of character being thrown into a different genre entirely. Of course, there's all the different like sport Mario stuff, but that, and aside from some other spin-offs here and there, like the Rabbids game, where that was also a tactical like RPG. In this one, Paper Mario felt like the more traditional RPG. That is, until it started to kind of diverge from like Thousand Year Door to Super Paper Mario, which was like a hybrid of like platformer and RPG, which actually, you know what, like the more I think about it, it's like that was actually really cool. Yeah, it was a really cool game. But then like Sticker Star came out, and that was like on the 3DS, and then the Wii U version, Color Splash, came out. Sticker Star was not great. Like, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, I get it, like I totally get exactly what you're trying to do, but there's so much limitations to what you're trying to do, especially when you're trying to like diverge from like what its original formula is. Like, even more so, it just doesn't seem to really like hold up. And then Color Splash, I don't know anything about that, but I didn't hear anything really bad about it, so it's gotta be okay. Trying to get some of the gameplay in mind. There is going to be a lot of roaming. Actually, here, I'll show you guys what I'm looking at right now. So there's a bit of the roaming aspect of it, right? Oh look, it's number 1 on trending. That's great. He's what's the word? Paper Mario's got the arm stuff now. But yeah, so a lot more exploration, it would seem. Maybe an emphasis on it even. But then again, maybe it always has that since like the previous game. I'm trying to wait for, yeah, here it is. This is going to be essentially what your I guess the fighting aspect, the actual like part of it that it will go into like what we used to understand as like the Paper Mario like charm for it, as far as like the RPG turn-based stuff. It's some sort of dial, and it has points where like different enemies can like just be like placed and attack you like all at once maybe. And of course you have like a crowd of people who can like work as kind of like kind of a cheering, I forget what they called it back in the day, but it was kind of just your audience, and them cheering would help give you bonus points or whatever. But that was Thousand Year Door. This is the time is now, old man. The future is now. Not much that we really got out of that few couple seconds, but it's certainly something. So it looks like you can actually maybe manually turn the dial, or like maybe a certain number of turns will pass and it rotates a certain number, or maybe even have full control about that. But that's definitely something that I'm keeping a close eye on for this game. Speaking of which, I can't believe that this game's coming out in July and we didn't hear anything about it. Well, maybe we did. Maybe there was like a leak somewhere, but I don't really pay attention to that. Or rather, I don't try to believe in those. I really do like just the layout, everything. Just looking at, actually, you know, like looking at this, like I much prefer like this type of like, because how do I describe it? Like, I love the background. I love how the level is just like set up and how they stylized it. And I'm pretty sure, like, considering it is Paper Mario, that there's gonna be a lot of fun, like a lot of haha moments. That's something I'm also gonna look forward to. But I think first and foremost, after looking at this, I would definitely like to just kind of see a review for it, or maybe just more trailers for it. I mean, just something that kind of lets me know, like, okay, this is kind of how it plays out versus how you maybe like thought about it initially. All right, but that's pretty much my take on the new Paper Mario game. So what do you guys think about it? I think that it's just another like potential breath of fresh air. Deep down, like, I really would love to just have like the old like RPG like element back, but that'd just be kind of, what's the word, like sticking to the status quo in a sense. I like the idea of now that Paper Mario is diverging itself into kind of almost being its own like subgenre, where it's RPG but with a twist. But yeah, all right, I think I'm good with this one.